So we've got the tip stuck on here now, and I'm just going to cut them to length now. Now what you have to do is make sure that that blade is facing you. See that blade facing me? And grip it in your palm. Don't grip it like that. Okay, just put it all the way in your palm. Bring the finger up off the table so you can get these cutters in a vertical position. See? Yes, it's on there. And then I'm going to cut it quite long I want to show you something. So as I cut through, squeezing these, I can now hold it from the front like that, or I can just get my thumb here and just catch it. So that doesn't fly into your customer's face. Okay? So, you can see it's just flaring out slightly. So what I need to do, if I'm doing a long square, I need to take the sides in a little bit so they just taper inwards a little bit. Now, when you're doing a square nail, you need to taper the sides in, because, just a little bit, because if you don't, you leave them straight like that. By the time you put the products on, they will move out and you'll have flared nails, because the product flares them out.
Okay.
So you need to just taper them in slightly.
Okay.
Okay. So now grip this very tightly now, because obviously that's all going to wobble.
Yeah.
So you now go along the edge like this, in a straight line, not a curved line, and then we can just take off the little sharp corners, and then we can get rid of these bits from underneath. Never leave bits underneath the nail. And there's our base tip now ready for our square nails. Okay? Now what people like as well are pointy nails.
Yeah.
Okay? So, if you do a square first, you know where the centre point of your nail is there.
Yeah.
And the whole profile of the nail has got to go down that centre point, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's going to start in the corner here. So what I do, I line up that corner with that middle section there. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Move the file out and then file into that side like this. Now some people cut it off with scissors or clippers.
Yeah.
I prefer to file it because I can stop filing when I want to. Now I'm just going to get rid of these bits from underneath. Now I'm going to match that up the other side. So this time I'm going from the centre there out to this corner here. So I'm just lining that up there, and then I'm going to move out and go into that side there. So we're getting something now that looks a bit like a pen nib.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just getting rid of some of these bits from under there, so I can see where I'm going, and right a little bit more. Okay, so now I've got my pen nib, but I've got two corners, one here, and I've got one the other side as well. So what I want to do now is get that and just bring that corner away by just bringing it into the shape of the nail. See? Same this side. So I'm just going to smooth that in until we get that going into the shape of the nail. Okay, I'm always clearing my bits out from underneath, so I can see accurately what the shape is. So now I'm looking from the top, and I'm just touching it slightly just to make sure that it is all still going towards the middle. Okay. Now we've got a flat end there, so what I'm going to do now is just start tapering that or curving that top flat end in towards the centre. And I'm doing a little bit each side so I can keep that control of the shape, that it is in the centre and not wonky. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, with ballerina or coffin, some people call it,
Yeah. Yeah.
all you do is you just flatten the top off like this. Some people like a lot off, some people just like a little bit off. You've got to make sure it's level, of course.
Yeah.
Ballerina, coffin. Okay?
Yeah.
Some people like almond. So you'd cut them a little bit shorter for almond. Okay? And then you would just shape your sides like I did before, or you could just do it like that. Okay? And then you've got usually a larger, flatter top then. So then you just start bringing that round into more of a round shape on the top rather than a point. So now you've got a round shape on the top instead of a point, but they're usually a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
Almond. You can make this into a short ballerina by going like this, which is quite a nice shape that is very popular. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you've got round. A lot of people do struggle with round.
They do.
Yeah. People think it's easy round, but it's not as easy as they think. So what I do is I'll just bring the slides in very slightly, probably not as much as we've done here, and then I'll just, where we've got the top flat, I'll do 45 degrees through this corner, 45 degrees through the opposite corner. So I've got an end that looks a bit like a 50p piece.
Yeah.
Then all these little points, there's one there, one there, one there, and one there,
Yeah.
I'm going to join them all up now. So I'm just going to come round this side. And that's so I can end up with a symmetrical round nail. See?
Yeah.
So it's not over this side or over that side.
Yeah.
It's actually even.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously it could even be shorter than that if you wanted to make it completely round. Again, I'll just take a bit off there, and then just join all those little sections up until we get the length that we want. Now obviously I left your own nails longer underneath than I normally would for a tip. I didn't want to cut them off. But round nails, the reason they're difficult to do is because you've got to get them sort of even on each side.
Yeah.
Symmetrically. So they just look right.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically you shaping all the different ones really.
Okay.
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 But shaping is all about patience and attention to detail, and it's practice.
Okay.
I can show you what I can do, but I can't hold your hand while you're doing it.
No, true.
So that's why I mentioned those hands that you can buy.
Yeah.
That's a good way to practice your shaping. And you're going to do some shaping in a bit on that hand over there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's shaping.